Alright guys, we're up in the Bradshaw Mountains, high up in here, and Upper Big Bug Creek. A couple sluice boxes running. Over here we've got a sluice fox set up. I really like look how the flow, it goes up and down and up and down. We're both classifying to a 1/2 inch. A lot of people say a 1/4 inch or smaller when you're on fine gold, but we're doing a 1/2 inch so that you're going to run more material and should have more gold at the end of the day. Because you're going to classify so many more buckets and run it. And I got the Angus Markirk set up over here. And this is that bank where I did a pan and got 30 colors in one pan. We got to get rid of the sandy stuff on the very top of it. Get down to the more rock and gravels in there. So I'm gonna get a couple of buckets classified and we'll run it through down over here in the Angus Markirk. It's looking good. And we'll be back. What we're doing first here is getting rid of a bunch of this top overburden and get about a ton of this off the way and get down to some gravels. Start putting through the classifiers into the buckets and we'll be sluicing. Out in the creek or wherever. Top of the mountain. Yeah, there's a lot of like little dots. There's dots, but a lot of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. None of those nice sized flakes yet. We're gonna try some more pans, get down there 6 inches or so. I was kind of thinking of going right along here where the creek meets the bank here and pull a pan of this. Yeah, I just want to get sluicing. Yeah, there you go. Looks like we need a little more angle. This is only from like the top. It's about 3/4 of a 5-gallon bucket. We've already got quite a, there's colors all through across this. Hopefully you guys can see that. Nice flake there. And the recovery of that Angus Markirk. I've got so many fines in there the camera might not even pick up. And we're still on the very top layer. We get down to a good pay layer. I said, well, I'll have a good clean out. We all will. Yeah, there's a lot of tiny small ones there. It's all through the black sand. So thanks.
Good stuff, you're welcome.
All right, and he's over here with a little sluice box. Like I said, I've got another extension to this, but it does make it kind of a pain to set up. You've really got to make a nice long slope, but yeah, it looks pretty good. See how it's feeding. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah. And the black sands are agitating behind the, it looks like Hungarian riffles. And you've still got these clear to catch flakes too. Catch the gold too. Yeah, it's looking good. Yes, I really like when you stand back from it.
Oh, the water.
All right, wet feet. Melt from melted snow. How it's dancing.
Yes.
That's really neat looking. Okay, Sean's kind of following my old pace freak. I was going down in there trying to scrape across the bedrock. We're trying to find it way up in here. And Roots keep stealing everything off the shovel. It always brings some snips. I'll get in here and cut more of these roots out. But he did one shovelful in a pan and got so many colors and a couple nice large flakes. So it ought to get good as we're going down deeper into here. If we get all this dug out and expose some bedrock down there. Woo! What do I need to do? Is it going? Oh. Okay, guys. We're trying to get down to this bedrock. In fact, I got a pocket full of goo down here, a crack. It unfortunately doesn't run this way, it runs this way, but it is like full of gooey material. I'm going to put in my bucket. I'd put that down lower so it doesn't drop anything as you're bringing it up. Yeah. That crack's about that deep. So I'm going to get all that cleaned out. We'll feed it in there and we'll get the next bucket ran of better pay. Okay, I've almost got that second bucket full of the really premium high grade in there. You got lunch ready?
I do.
Oh, I gotta get this bucket ran then. You really see a nice flake in there, bud?
I believe so. I'm not positive. Whoa. In that corner, I'm sure you'll see the yellow on top of it.
That yellow up in there?
Yeah.
I hope so. That looks like a picker.
Yeah.
Oh man. Look how yellow it is on the video here.
Yeah.
Whoa. Or it might be a pocket of a bunch of flakes that are merged into that side of the box. Ah, that's yellow. Nice.
Does my sluice box look like it's okay?
Yeah, it's and the way to tell is feed some material in there and see if it's favoring one side. The gold kind of is, but that's kind of normal. Okay. It you don't really have a V in there. We can't really help it with what's going on in front of the box, but if it's pulling it all the way to one side in the very beginning of the box, I wouldn't worry about it. Okay. Yeah. That's a nice little box. I've had that for a couple years now and haven't really gotten it out much. Okay. It's such a nice day up here. And to think, what was it, a week ago? This was all blizzard and cold and the snow's melting. Now we got nice melting snow coming down here. If the water wasn't so cold, I'd definitely be out here dredging. Let's go check out this waterfall up here. It's beautiful. Feet are already wet anyway. Multiple waterfalls up there. Gonna be dredging that, guys, this summer. Then we got the rotopan coming. Probably get that on a video next week here. Nice quiet day high up in the Bradshaw Mountains on Upper Big Bug Creek. And we're on the gold. It's not easy work though. We got to fight through roots and a couple feet of hard overburden to get down to this good pay in here, but whew. The gold's there. Eventually this whole bank's going to be taken out, high banked or whatever. And all right, let's get bucket number 2 ran, guys. Okay, Sean was just to do a quick clean out. Ran 1 5-gallon bucket, and he's got a nice picker in here. Look at that thing. Nice. Yeah, it only made it. It hopped the first one, landed in the very second V-matting piece there. That's a nice chunk of gold. You've got tons of small ones in there. Probably a lot of fine gold down in this miner's moss.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the firefighter here had a great idea. Make it a trench. Plus, we need to get down to that pay anyway. I'd leave that material down in there. We want to run that through the sluices. That's good stuff right there. But yeah, look at that. He drained the hole in a few seconds. Nice. Now you can really see what's going on down in here. Cool. We're going to break for lunch, and then I'm going to get back on bucket number 3. All right, guys, we're back from lunch. That's bucket number 3. And we are tearing in towards this bedrock here. And I love sluice boxes. I actually got a nice little collection of them. We brought the other one out here. My little gold hog sluice. It's looking pretty good. That makes some really nice low pressure zones all through it. And this material is much heavier. This loader of black sands. Whoa, dang it. Sorry.
Are you alright?
You know, I love sluicing sometimes. Sometimes you just want to get away from all the pumps and noise and just hear the creek running. Go somewhere and just think. Alright, the trench is getting bigger. We're like, we got to be right on bedrock here.
Oh yeah.
And my tailings here, I've run 3 full, like an inch from the very top, 5-gallon buckets classified. Alright.
Oh yeah, we're getting close.
Yeah. Clean out number 3. I just go ahead and clean out every, unless I was to take and, oh, there's a gold was stuck all over this matting here. But with the drop riffle sluices, they seem to kind of start to clean out once several minutes go by and there's no new material going through it. So I just go ahead. It's so fast to clean out. Unless I had a 2 or 3 buckets staged and ready to feed it, which I don't, so it's going to take me a while, probably 20 minutes or so to fill another bucket from the trench, bedrock trench. I go ahead and just do a clean out while I'm getting the next thing and next pan. Ugh, getting tired. All right, we'll be back on bucket number 4. Well, let's pan this one out. Okay. There's gold all through the black sand. Here's one corner of it where I brushed it away. Look at how fine of a gold that Angus Markirk is catching and only being classified down to 1/2 inch. That's impressive, guys. It's a great sluice box. Let me go in the shade here. Look at all that gold. See, it's all through this black sand too, down through here. All right, time for bucket number 4, and that's probably it for me today.
In there.
All right, that was in the gold hog sluice.
Yeah, the little tin one behind you.
Yeah. Look at that piece Gene found. Nice picker. Get the water off. Oh, look at that piece.
Beautiful.
Dang. And there's several other nice sized flakes in there. Guys, we're back home, and the original plan, what I mentioned yesterday, was to clean this down really, really good from sluicing yesterday and clean it, weigh it. But I got to thinking, since Poor Man's Prospect, an awesome subscriber, is going to be so nice and send us out his Rotopan from Florida, we're going to go ahead and give him all of yesterday's take, which is pretty good, and we're going to add it to an already juicy pay bag to say thank you. All that hard work I put into that, and that's going to be a lot of fun uses, especially when that creek starts drying up. And we're getting some really good gold. The guys I went with yesterday actually got 3 pickers in a half a 5-gallon bucket that the young guy toted all the way to their truck and took home and panned. But so here's some tips I had learned from this guy. Well, not this guy, that's the dog. This guy here, for cleaning up fine gold. He's got a lot of good tips on his channel. So first thing I did was I classified it in a really fine mesh, and I used the magnet here, and I pulled up some, got some of the magnetics out of the way, which I think I pulled up many gold flakes in there, but it doesn't matter because we're going to make it too easy for Poor Man's Prospect. We're going to add all those heavy Arizona magnetics back into the bag as well. But I want to take a look. I have a beautiful assistant here. No fingers in front of the lens. Perfect. Let's see how we did yesterday. Here's another tip that I've learned off of Jason. When you're panning to clean up to get your fine gold, and you see how the black sand's starting to walk around this way? Let's tap the gold to the top of the pan. I still have weight. There's a lot of magnetics in here. You see how that you separate this black sand, instead of snuffering up the gold, snuffer up just the black sand and put it elsewhere. Narrowing down your black sand, making it so much easier to clean. You can take and do this, brush it back as well as you're going for your little pay streak up here. Already lots of gold showing up. Let's get that back because it's going to swirl it back around on us. Oh yeah. A lot of magnetics up there. Oh, I'm starting to see a nice pile of gold. And that's just 4 buckets through a sluice box. Imagine we get the high banker in there and run 15-20 buckets worth of material. It's going to be an exciting video and day too. I'm already getting gold way up here, so nice line of gold going up there. Swirl this back down under. Look at that gold showing up. Wow. So if you can see, this black sands are just loaded all the way through. It's going to take quite a bit of cleaning. And we got a nice streak up here. That's not bad at all for 4 buckets through a sluice. Angus Markirk Explorer 2 sluice. And if you look, that sluice caught some really, really microscopic gold. I'm really impressed with that Angus Markirk drop riffle sluice. Wow. So you see all that pile of gold up there. And it's just all through this black sand. All through it. Yep, all the way through the stuff. Alright guys. So, yep, pretty soon here we're going to have to get, I can get away with running my little 1-inch pump, not my 2-inch. And we're going to put, that's not the new mat. Oh, it's down here. I've got it flattening out. It was shipped in a little box. We're going to, pretty soon here, we're going to get the new hydraulic riffle mat with the deep V matting into the high banker, where I can get away with much less flow and pressure to run smoothly. We'll get that out there and get a nice pile of gold, guys. Well, guys, have a great rest of your weekend, and thanks again for subscribing and coming along. Thank you. Yeah, guys, I'm really impressed with the Angus Markirk Scout 2, and I am definitely going to go after a Boss 2, which is like twice as wide. I can feed faster. But, you know, any sluice, they all did very well. The Sluice Fox, the small gold Hog Sluice, this, they all did exceptionally well. And I think any sluice on the market, given a chance and run nice and lightly, not too much hard flow through it, with classification, and fed with a little finesse, not just dumped on the back, just kind of spoon gently across and back and forth, will be really good at catching fine gold and lots of gold.